Hey guys, Runekin here, and we're going to do a video on the Sizzling Summer Blow Out post on the RuneScape homepage. I'm just going to summarize the post, and
Summer eyes.
yeah, we're going to summarize the post. Summer. We have our
Get
eyes on the summer promotion event. I'm going to read the post now. Wherever you are in the world, it's summer in Gillinor. No, okay, yeah, that makes sense, sorry. To help sizzle up your summer every day over the course of August and September, RuneScape members will receive a host of summer goodies, be a member through all of August, and receive 350,000 EXP at the end of the month, and an extra bonus spin every day. And not only that, but if you stay a member throughout September too, it says we will double it, and that's 700,000 EXP. It does say over 1 million EXP over the next 2 months, though, I believe, somewhere. So I'm guessing this is an additional 700,000 EXP. And they will also give us 2 extra spins every day in September, which is, I assume, only if you were subscribed for all of August.
Yep.
So you don't get one or the other. You can get the first one and then the second one, but you can't get the second one and not the first one.
And not only that, there's some more stuff.
Oh yeah, there's more stuff as well. And also there's stuff that they haven't announced yet. It does say we'll receive a whole host of summer goodies, so I'm assuming it's going to be similar to Mad May in that we'll have something new every week.
Yeah, it's just excluding the weekend double drops and all that.
Yeah, well, we might get something like that. You never know.
Yeah, but with the amount of stuff that they're actually giving us now.
That's true. They probably won't. They'll probably have some squeal promotions and maybe some more stuff added to Solomon's store. Maybe even some freebies added to Solomon's store. That'd be cool.
Anyway, continue.
To further get you into the summer mood, stay a member throughout August and September, and you'll also receive 9 new customization items, including a 5-piece Tropical Islander outfit, extra head and cape accessories, which now that I read back over this, sounds like multiple head and cape accessories, which sounds pretty cool. A new title and even a wild crab transformation dance emote. Heim crab, please.
Yep.
That'd be awesome. It says that total, including the spins, this will be worth about $45, which I really think they could have left out.
Yeah, they didn't need to add that.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they said that. And then we get to the really interesting part, where it says, well, if all this wasn't enough, players who are a member for the entirety of the Sizzling Summer will also have the envious chance to choose your fate in bold and caps.
Exclamation mark.
Choose your fate. Yeah, and an exclamation mark. It's no joke. Choose Your Fate is a selection of 4 of the most powerful items ever seen in RuneScape. More exciting details on this next week. We promise you will not want to miss out on this and much, much more.
And then something that says don't panic, because everybody in this game panics.
I think that's just a thing. I don't think that's telling people not to panic. But
come on, you can see right through that. They know it's like, we're giving you free powerful items, don't panic.
Well, we don't know anything about these yet, and we can
pretty much guarantee.
I'd say there is a very high chance that they will be untradeable. If not a 100% chance and like a 99% chance that they'll be untradeable.
Same with
I think there's also a good probability that there'll be items that aren't currently in game, so it probably won't have any direct effect on the market value.
That's the same way with the Squeal Fortune. It won't be tradable, it's okay. Friggin' panic.
The Squeal Fortune had a very minimized effect, like direct effect on the market because it was items already in the game. But most of it was just panic, and it's not. The Squeal Fortune shouldn't affect the market to the point where it's noticeable. Just because they are so rare to get a specific item. Exactly. It was all panic that did that.
It murdered those poor spirit
What I
shields.
mean by indirect is like if they give us a weapon that can be used at the same level as a whip, but is better than a chaotic, which probably won't happen. It'll require a higher level, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Then that would devalue whips even more. Or if they gave us like a piece of armor that beats Torva, that would devalue Torva. That's what I mean by indirect. Like, it won't really devalue Torva, and especially since not everyone's going to have it. In fact, 2 months consecutively, not, like, I want to say only a few people will have it. Probably there'll be a few, like, 100,000. I don't think there'll be even 1 million players with it. Plus, you have to choose from 4, so, yeah.
Really, if you think about it, though, for 2 months, that's majority of the players who are members, but that will leave out quite a few people because, I don't know, they just don't like to pay.
A lot of people use 3-month cards, and a lot of people also use recurring subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mostly just the people who use 1 month at a time and who use, like, SMS.
And for this Choose Your Fate selection thing, there's 4 items, so we're not entirely sure if it'll be class specific for that.
Initially, Cameron thought that it would be like a melee weapon, a ranged weapon, and a magic weapon. And I thought about that too, but there is 4, so I was kind of like, well, what would the 4th one be? It doesn't really make sense.
So I suggested maybe a type of armor for one of the 3 styles that you get, but then again, it's only one of the 4 that you get.
Yeah, it sounds like it's only one item. Like, each of the 4 refers to one item. So I don't think it would be an armor piece, because you only get one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't say Choose Your Fate if you got all 4.
Yeah, that would be kind of pointless. But Choose Your Fate does sound like they want you to choose something big that will affect you a lot in the rest of your game time. It really won't,
though. They've said that RuneScape will never be class limited.
I know, but even if it's not class limited, I mean, it does sound like something that could be really affecting you in the future.
It could. I mean, like, these may not always be the best items of that type in the game, but if they're some of the most powerful the game's ever seen up till now, they'll probably be the most powerful in the game for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Choose Your Fate until ports come out.
If there are weapons, then like you will rather use that weapon, like combat style. I mean, obviously you still can't use it everywhere, so it's not going to devalue the other styles. At least not a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
It might do a little bit more when the combat beta is released, because a lot of bosses don't have weaknesses, and the ones that do have weaknesses aren't weak to their weaknesses as much as they are to something with higher DPS. So.
Yeah, and by the time that the combat beta has gone live, we might just have a slight chance of seeing player-owned ports. And
maybe. I think that was... I don't remember. I think MobMark mentioned that in RuneScape's MobMark podcast. I think it's like early next year or really late this year. So it won't be by the time the combat beta comes out.
Well, around the time that it comes out, there's a good chance that it could come, but it's not entirely confirmed. If that
we'll
does happen,
have more info on it by the time the combat beta is live, that's for sure.
The Choose Your Fate could only be up until that comes out, because stuff from that could actually overpower it, for all we know.
I think that the stuff from the player-owned port is going to be the best in the game, and it's all going to be untradeable. Or, well, most of it, I'm assuming, will be untradeable. You'll have to make it yourself.
Now, for only $15, you can have access to the ports. Yeah. That would be buying power, which is bad.
Yes.
Don't do that, ever.
Nope. I bet there's like all kinds of crazy promotional items when that comes out, though. Like on Solomon's store. They'll have all kinds of like crazy pirate outfits.
I'm really hoping that the Solomon store really gets a major buff in what it is.
I hope it gets a lot more stuff soon.
Like, put all holiday items that can be equipped
Yes,
in
that's
there.
another thing. Jagex, if you're somehow watching this, we need all the holiday item, all the equipable holiday items, and all the equipable squeal wheel items on the Solomon store. Like right now, squeal wheel especially, all it's doing is taking up bank space. Some of the items are really cool, and having them out in overlay would be awesome. But more than that, we need somewhere to store them.
Mm-hmm.
Solomon store is a great place. Also, storing your holiday items at Diango is kind of old.
Yeah.
You get a holiday item, and you're like, oh, right-click destroy. You can reclaim this from Diango? Okay, gone.
Yeah, if we had the choice to just wear them because we want to, and
Some of
be
them are
honest,
really cool. I would totally
Yeah.
use them on overlay.
if I had the choice, I would wear like a Santa suit and my Hear No Evil hat. I believe I have. I think it's Hear No Evil. I have.
Is it Hear No Evil?
Yeah, it's Hear No Evil, See No Evil, and
It's clever.
Speak No Evil are the 3 different monkey hats.
Right, because this is 3 different monkeys who have
Mm-hmm.
different
Yeah, mine's Hear No Evil, I
abilities, I
think.
guess.
And my monkey mace would be a nice mace skin for a crush weapon, which you could probably put in there. So you don't have
Which
stab or
isn't on the
crush.
store yet.
Yeah.
No crush, no stab. No two-handed weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really need to add some stuff to the Solomon store. And also, I would really, and I think Tyler would also like this too, is if he could wear his Dragon Ceremonial all the time.
Yes. Also, can we just buy that on Solomon Store? Please. If that's possible, I would love that. Make it like quadruple price. I'll still buy it.
Yeah, I'm just really hoping that they excel in the Solomon store and just kind of slowly leave behind the squeal wheel.
I still want to see like the squeal wheel have like
I mean,
cool consumable items on it.
the squeal wheel will always be there.
The squeal wheel will be great for as somewhere to put things that do affect gameplay. Especially since you get like tickets for it from quest rewards. But I think they should maybe, once the Solomon store gets a little more popular, try and see about getting rid of the option to buy spins, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then all cosmetics can go on the Solomon store, and all game affecting stuff can go on the squeal wheel. You won't be able to buy spins for the squeal wheel.
I mean, lucky items will always be on the squeal wheel, and the squeal wheel will always be there because they can't just discontinue lucky items because people already have them, and taking them away would just be unfair to them.
Well, they're untradeable, so they could discontinue them and just let them keep them. But I don't think they'll ever remove the squeal wheel, and honestly, I don't want them to. Like, it would be great if they removed the ability to buy spins, especially with the Solomon store. Like,
Yes.
asking microtransactions for cosmetic items is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Even like other MMOs are different in that they can offer game affecting stuff as microtransactions, but RuneScape is different because it's not just a quick grind up to max and then you have a ton of end game content. It's actually the other way around. You have a ton of content on the way to maxing and nothing at the end, really.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're
what
working on,
yeah.
but they're also still adding more content to the middle of the game, which I think is probably even better than adding end-game content.
Yeah, because there's, in comparison, there's a lot of people not at max than there is at max in
Yeah.
comp.
I mean, adding our end-game bosses and stuff, that's really cool, but even just more mid-level bosses I think would be great. I just
Yeah.
want more bosses and more quests.
Hopefully,
And they really
more
need
Dragon
to fill out
can.
items. Other games have such a huge amount of items in them that you can actually, like, you won't always use the same weapon. Not everyone will use the same weapon as someone else. That's not the case for RuneScape because we just don't have enough items for it to be the case.
Let's take
Everything's tiered. They need various different items and like unique items and stuff.
Yeah, let's take another
be
WoW
cool.
for example. WoW.
Yeah, they have
Another
so many
MMO.
different items
Okay.
on the same tier in WoW that like the two people will not like if you can be
Okay, here.
you can have the
I'll-
same type of class as someone else, with the exact same skill build, and you could have different equipment because it's close to the same effectiveness.
Here, look, this is how I like to explain WoW compared, like, with that, is that everybody in WoW is a snowflake. Just think about it for a second. Snowflakes are never alike.
Unless they're the ones you cut out of paper and then hold out in like a...
Those aren't snowflakes.
I've never done that, by the way. Don't get the wrong idea.
No. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In RuneScape, nobody is a snowflake.
No, everyone's exactly the same.
Everybody is
because there's a definitive best item for each equipment slot for each circumstance.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's in bandos or torva, or I guess whatever the best thing you can wear is. I guess there's like a few rune pures or whatever.
Yeah, let's not get into.
But I mean, like the main accounts, everybody's in bandos, barrows, or torva. Some chaotics or whips. That's about it. Dragon defenders, I guess.
Whatever the best thing you have access to is.
Yeah, which
on
is...
the combat beta, great example. Everyone dual wielding chaotics and full neck sets with Glacore boots, maybe Dominion Tower gloves if they have them unlocked in live.
Well, you can't actually spawn Glacore boots because of that, so they'll have like neck set boots unless they have the money in the beta to buy them or spawn them or whatever.
Honestly, it's not hard. I don't know how much they go for in the beta right now, but
maybe 100 mil each-ish.
Elk 100 Torva plate buddies.
Just like that's... I know, it doesn't take a lot to get them.
No.
I don't know why, if they're the best in the game, you can't just spawn them, but...
You should really be able to claim Dominion gloves for free as well.
I lost my Swift gloves, and I'm really disappointed about that. I can't get them back. I have to use Pernix gloves. They suck.
Yep.
So disappointing.
They're actually not that much worse, man.
I don't get that double bolt effect sometimes.
I guess. I don't have Swift gloves at all, so...
Right. Also, I think Goliath gloves actually lost their ability.
Oh?
I was hitting some men and stuff earlier with the Goliath gloves, and I was just hitting like a 50, like a 51. No effects were going off. I wasn't hitting any higher than normal, punching.
They probably did.
I was like, oh, this is so disappointing. They used to be like mini chaotics. Aw.
Yeah, they used to be like a whip, but with crush.
Yeah.
They're actually even the same speed rank, I think, as a whip.
Well, it's punching speed rank, so...
It's the same as a whip, right?
I think whips are faster.
Really?
It might... I don't know.
Soul splitting seems the same with it, though.
I've never soul split with Goliath gloves.
No, not even on Water Fiends?
No, I use them all.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if it'll be better than Chaotix, though. Like,
if it's a weapon, I'd say it will be.
Well, September is when it's... I wonder when this actually comes around.
I guess it'll be in September.
At the end of September.
It says more exciting details on this next week is in the same paragraph, so
Wait
I
a
guess
second.
it's going to be on that.
So yeah, it actually comes out at the end of September, which means the combat beta could possibly actually be done by then.
It could, yeah.
So this could be like an offhand weapon even too.
I don't think it will be. I think it'll be available in the current live game. Because if they do end up extending the combat beta, they're kind of in a bit of trouble there, if it's a combat beta exclusive item.
True.
I mean, at this rate, they're going to extend the combat beta, because there are a lot of problems in the combat beta.
Hey, they're fixing them slowly. They're
Yeah,
getting there.
slowly. That's
They only
the
fix them
issue.
every weekend though.
Yeah.
Right when they let everybody in, that's when they fix it.
Hmm.
And they take in feedback and fix the rest of it for the next weekend beta.
Yes.
Also, there's only one world now, which is a little bit annoying for killing stuff. Is there anything else we really have to say?
I don't think so. That's pretty much it.
Okay, guys, that's it for this podcast, or whatever you want to call it. And we will see you next time with another video.
MiniCast. Because it's not long.
It doesn't
See
matter
you
what we
guys.
call it.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
See ya.